Hello, beautiful family, lovers of good things, lovers of beautiful things all over the globe. I bring greetings from a grateful heart. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. Thank you so dearly for always tuning into this platform. I really do appreciate. Please do it to like our video, share, and subscribe. Today, I have a wonderful one that I want us to watch, and I will be watching it with you. Sit back, watch it, and I'll be right back.
because they are all evil. So, Mazi, the truth is that the trend is anybody that's still telling you that Chike Doziem believe in IPOB or is not working against IPOB, tell that person that I, George Umeh, said that is their capital NO. We have defended them, but as it stand today, what their job they are doing is visible to everybody, unless you be plain ignorant. That one is your own problem. But our code of conduct allows it. Because if not, tell me why Chike Doziem will start and allow even come announce Abani on the Biafra to get involved in finance. Whilst Onyendu have specifically said our men should stay clear from our finance. From talking about our ESN fund that Madam never handle, now they get into our monthly dues. That pay the bills, even the Biafra that are coming in. That's where the money is coming. They are not paying for the Biafra. The direct debit, they're not paying for it. So the question is, it is not something, Mazi, it's not hidden anymore. Everybody is crying and mentioning one or two names. Chike Doziem is just there like a puppet. Yeah? The real devil. You see that guy that they call out Starban? He come to UK here, they've been holding secret meeting for a long time. They won't call me because they call me a cabal, but I'm not one of them. And all the meeting I attended, I have to take out something from that meeting because when you don't trust people, we're all under oath, but I knew that they don't believe in oath. Maybe they didn't take the oath, but I believe in the oath I took. So the day this guy opened his mouth and say, "Oh, don't listen to anybody who come to the table if I talk about finance," I turn around and look at this guy and say, "Who is this guy?" The comment this guy made in 2017 brought United Kingdom to her knee. Just like that guy from Italy said, what do market Iruanya? I think you live there for some. I don't know if he's still in England, United Kingdom. Probably he live in a different city or even country, maybe in Wales. I don't know where he is. I think I've seen him one or two times in meeting. You know, for those that knows him. The same thing the guy is complaining. He brings issues to them. This Simon Ekpa issue. Finland national coordinator comes to meeting. Every DOS meeting they're having, the guy will be talking. For one day, he never said anything on that meeting. Because when they go to meeting, they don't put up their camera. Nobody. That's why they don't know who is who. Now, you tell the guy, go and use his platform to respond. Mazi. Exactly the same thing. What happened in the UK here, the same thing. The same trend. Nothing changed, man. It's the same. So what that guy asks, and China know all these things. He don't know what to say to the guy. He referred the guy back to CLC to write petition. We're not writing petition. IPOB is a command and control structure we have. And they are turning it into as if maybe we are now government. IPOB, it is not what these people are. The way they're portraying it is not the way it matters, to be honest with you. If you're working for IPOB, it's a volunteer affair. Somebody remove me. It doesn't take anything away. It leaves me out of my, my schedules. But the point is, the reason why we cannot allow them to have a few days because they are not straightforward. They are not doing it for the interest of our people. They're not doing it for the sake of Onyendu. They have left why our people have died. That's why me and you are here now talking about this issue. You have got no answer, Mazi. So everything we have said, that is what the same problem, but the problem is that a lot of people don't know how to go about it. Right?
Yeah. So Mazi, let me just point out a few points the guy made, that Amy Christ, he said that the national coordinator have no right to remove any coordinator according to code of conduct. He said that they said before they remove any coordinator, they said you have to produce evidence to the leadership. No? Before the colonel must be removed. He said the national coordinator have no right. But we see what happened the other day where South African national coordinator come on air to announce people's name. Then and second again, China Sanwo-Olu said that in CRC said they have lawyers that can look into the case. But the issue in South Africa, all the time Lumike was in a meeting. Where are other lawyers? Where are other people? Man, I don't know if you are getting my point.
Which lawyer is Chinas and was referring to?
Just
We
I
need
want
to
to say
know.
in CRC. So
Uh,
if the guy present the issue in CRC, say they
uh,
have other lawyers that can look into his matters. So that means not only Tony Lumike, they have other people that can look into the matters when you present your case to CRC. But in case of South Africa, no other person, only Tony Lumike. So where are other member of CRC? Where are the lawyers?
um, Mazi, the truth about this whole thing is that that our brother was making some point, but there's a CRC is a body just like within DOS. They have
Yeah.
different people that were part of it before, but not anymore. Majority of people that are in CRC, all of them are not there. Which lawyer is he talking about? Maybe referring to maybe Inzumike or whatever. There's no lawyer. He's just lying. You know these shenanigans. Like China Sanworu have said a lot of things that he don't even know what he's talking about. Just want to sell and walk away, and just because he think people is the only way for anything, say people will believe it. No. Which lawyer is he talking? Which lawyer is he referring about? Who is that lawyer? Is he referring? They mention the
You know,
person's name.
yeah,
You know,
but China someone said that the lawyers in CLC
there are
that
no
can look
smart.
into.
There is none. I'm
Uh,
telling you,
yeah.
there is
So,
none. There's none. That
so
in
and
IBOB there is
again,
no judging case.
yeah.
No.
And again, according to the Emmy Chris, he said this thing have destroyed IPOB in Italy. According to the lady that called, said nobody that's coming to the meeting anymore. If not these our brothers in Cape Town and Pretoria, they are strong and they hold their jurisdiction so good. People are coming to the meeting. They are still the leadership of Cape Town. Those guys are doing great. The leadership in Pretoria, IPO, they are doing great. If not, what happened in Italy could have happened to them. The guy is complaining. Nobody's coming to a meeting anymore. Not because of the shenanigans these two men are playing. Tony Zulumike and Austin Agbani. Eh? And you can see Tina Samuel don't know that what the guy is saying is truth.
Yeah,
He now defend him to Tony Zulumike again.
Nah. Is like I said, these people, you know, Mazi, there's a level you will do things, and at the time, it become evidently that now you're making mockery of yourself. The level they have degraded them, they have degraded themselves to the level that as if listen, the majority of IPOB members that today that you see that is actually listening to this individual, you know why they are listening to them? One, some of them are very weak, I will use the word gullible and sentiment. Some of them are saying, oh, leave it when you come out. You ask him, why don't we just leave it till talk about Biafra till God will, some people say leave it, God will settle it. All this whole thing is an emotional attachment. This is not why we're here. People have died for this struggle. What we found out is that these men now, they have hell bent, they are not doing what they are supposed to be doing. And it's very clear to every sundry. There's nothing to talk about. He had China Saworu's voice the other day about this issue of Ejima. We played it before we come on air. Right? All these people, when they talk, they don't even listen to themselves. You know why? Because they have soiled their hands. The spirit of Biafra have left them. Onyendu never ordered to kill anybody, if you remember. Our leader, what was he getting to our leader? Onyendu said, the day we kill our own, Biafra will not come. I'm not saying that anybody that sabotage us, there's a time. In Israel, after Israel restored Jerusalem, they went back, they hunted they're still hunting, generation to generation. There's some fight you cannot fight. We are fighting to get our freedom. We're going to have some moles within us, but it don't have to be personal thing. You know, somebody disagree with you, then in order to need to go and kill that person. That's not the kind of Biafra I want to have.
Yeah. So Maz, listen again, So let's talk a bit about this finance, our HOF. These men know that they cannot expel Madame Nenyanya or remove Madame Nenyanya, but they allow their Richard Card media warriors, they allow their cabal boys to castigate and insult this great woman. And that brings a lot of problem in IPOB. At the end of the day, they came to Little Biafra and told their chat card worms or whatever or Kababo that they cannot do that, what they are demanding for. But why must they allow this to happen to destroy the family so deep. Mas, do you know the other time I heard from this guy that want to, according to you, that want to travel to abroad and end up in Senegal and come back home. You know, he was saying yesterday that the enemy came to destroy IPOB first. They came to finance to destroy IPOB, and when they didn't succeed, they are now moving to China Sanwo-Olu. But this is the same guy, the first guy that attacked our finance. This is the first guy that bring this thing that's happening in our family today. You know that there was a time that I was in a program with this guy in Germany. You know, Biafra child. It was sometimes he used to bring me in, and he was talking about those people that are working for Nigeria. Did they really know that is the same person they are working for? I tell them no. That Nigeria have a lot of agents. That you may be working, you may not know that you are working for one people. They have a lot of agents. No, that can actually, but this guy have worked against IPOB. He laid the foundation. Then he didn't know that he was working for the enemy. Today, he said that they are attacking our finance. I have the audio. And maybe if you want me to play, I'll play it. Just 1 minute or 2 minutes audio. You know? So Mazi, okay, wait.
Mazi, one. Okay, go on.
Yeah. No? So people should be very careful because we have all their record. Whatever you say, we have your record. We have it and we'll keep it for you. Okay, Mazi, let's see.
They now went into our finance. Even though the woman that is handling the finance was compromised a long time ago. The woman that was in charge of our finance was compromised. Why Mazi Nnamdi was outside? There's a kind of program I will not do until Mazi is out. About that woman named Nyanya. She was compromised. Why Mazi was outside? Nyanya was compromised. And they wanted to use that woman to scatter this struggle. Because the woman at the time began to see herself as the Lord, as someone who is above every other person in this struggle. As someone who is not supposed to follow, who is not meant to follow the rules and regulations and hierarchy of offices.
Mazi.
Yeah. Just 1 minute,
By
Mazi.
using her, the enemies were still attacking the finance. So many of you have forgotten that somebody Elima broadcasted for like weeks, months, telling Biafrans to stop paying monetary dues, telling IPOB members to stop going to meeting. If I don't touch all these branches.
So, Mazi, you see the point I'm trying to make, you know? This guy was the first person enemy used to attack our finance. He created this problem, this guy that is talking this nonsense now. You know? He didn't know that enemy is using him. But today, he said they attack our finance.
Which enemy, Mazi, if I ever ask? Which enemy?
Huh?
Which enemy?
You know, he worked with Nedo Febu, Madame Oyibo, and whatever. You know, he worked with them. They use him to attack our finance. But today, he was trying to say another different thing. And if he know that our head of finance, you know, there is the problem even when our leader was outside. Why must you go after when our leader was in the decision to start attacking our finance? Why? So this the whole team mad, you know. Say something.
You see, let me just tell you one thing. When you were playing that audio, my ears are cracking. You see that guy? If you remember, when this matter was on leash, when I start joining Mazi's AG with program, because none of all these media worms mentioned this guy's name. I was the first person that came out after this guy. You know, people like us. I want to tell you, all these guys, you see all these ones that went to autopilot and also call autopilot and come back. All of them block me. I don't want to mention their name. We will pick you up before every single person in this struggle that have ever missed Yan. I pick them up first. I will tell you that. Because why? That people in us is more higher. Now, there's nothing this guy is talking about. Because everything this guy did, Chikedozie know. It is not need of able to lose this guy. They all in this together. 747,000 they ate in America. Chikedozie, none of them get their own share from that money. This guy that is talking to Madam, this guy know who Madam Nenyanya is. Is he a principal officer? How does he know how Madam Nenyanya behaved if somebody was not giving him information? Has he served in IPOB in any capacity before? Because he was following Onyendu, running around. He's not even one of the media warriors. Some don't never talk. Amarachi give them. All people never talk. Moses, Ebodem. These are the people that we know they are real media warriors. When Onyendu was on the ground, he was taking selfie. So all this information that you have about Nenyanya, you see how it's that woman was compromised. What is the evidence of Madam Nenyanya being compromised? Than Chikedozie. Because we have evidence about Chikedozie. The money that was Chikedozie is 747,000. All of them were aware of it. They all got their shares. Umeh account, all that account they created, the money that went to waste the money. Now they're pushing to our monthly due because they feel that they have cut down the monthly due or stifle IPOB. They think they're doing Madam Nenyanya, but it's opposite because all of them know what they are doing. Like I said, they want IPOB to die natural death because all of them are into this together. He's not living in zoo. He's in the zoo broadcasting. Why are they not? Why did the ESS haven't arrested him? Are you telling me they don't know where he lives? Are you telling me that the ESS don't know where that guy lives in the zoo? Is that what you want to tell me? All these people, their hand is being shot one way or the other. If he's there talking rubbish, why is he there? We don't give people obligation, but the fact is that I don't want to talk about that guy because he's irrelevant. All these people are irrelevant because where we are looking for, who gave them the information? All this information came from leadership. Who are the leadership? He had somebody leading a personal message was sent to Chikedozie. Someone was reading it verbatim. So how did they know what Madam Nenyanya was doing? If they were not the one telling them what to go and attack Madam Nenyanya, and today Chikedozie say, "Oh, they tell me to mention your name." They have not started mentioning your name, my brother. Blackmail, yeah, karma is a BS, and anybody that whatever you sow in this world is what you're going to reap. All of you before, you see you people. Since you people decided that our people's blood must be shared and those that have died for this struggle want to turn into something else. My brothers, you guys have not seen anything. Go to the zoo and collect money from them. I'm not accusing anybody. Like I said, I don't accuse people something I don't know. Just like he had the guy saying that Madam Nenyanya have compromised. Like Chikedozie, I'm talking it with every certainty. If they question 747,000. It was a very damning report. Was in his table on 27th of July 2021. He knows about the money and what he said. Where is that money? Umeh account. That particular report explained that Umeh account was falsified signature. Chikedozie was aware of it. So who and them and Madam Nenyanya has been compromised? Is Chikedozie paying our direct debits? Chikedozie cannot even give Madam Nenyanya evidence of what the money asked. What's it done with them? You live in Germany, you live in Switzerland. You mean to do tax return, all these things become issue. But somebody sitting in his own, somebody sitting on a darkness, talking about Madam Nenyanya, and he's telling me that these people are the people who are going to lead us.
Yeah. So Mazi, we have to go to another session now. But before then, this guy, I don't know what to say.
I think you show Madam Nenyanya about the audio. The reason why I want this audio to play again is because majority of people are arguing about Madam Nenyanya with sentiment. When this issue started, I told them, some of you are claiming that you are in IPOB, jumping up and down. You don't understand how the structure of IPOB is. That's first thing you know. When people go to work, they give you the agreement to sign. Some people don't have time to read that agreement. You don't even know what is in the agreement unless when things happen. Now you start understanding probably your rights have been taken away from you. Now, this issue of Madam Nenyanya, when it started, I told them that Madam Nenyanya is the head of finance. Chikedozie is the head of director of state. Chukwudo Forma is head of media. There's a reason why we need to have these three heads. These people are independent. but they work simultaneously. They will have a meeting. There's issue, they will decide. If there's issue for finance, Chikedoziem will call meeting. Madam Nenia will be the one to deal with it, not Chikedoziem. There is issue with media, Chukwu don't form, but Chikedoziem will be briefed as the head of the United of State. But he has gone, he don't need to meddle between this because there's a gap. And all of them have a direct access to Umeh. I want to make it abundantly clear tonight again because all these things we argued for the last 12 months, now, all of them now are seeing it. Now, if you listen to the voice of this man, when they were talking about to Madam Nenia and listen to that guy's voice, he found out that, he had what this guy said. This guy in Zulu Media talked about Madam Nenia last week when we played it. If after listening to that, my brother, how do you explain, how do you want these people to describe Madam Nenia? Have that done them nothing? If Madam Nenia was not whiter than snow, 2015, the narrative was that Onyendu have eaten our defense fund, and the people that we are carrying this particular narrative was people that live in America. When Onyendu, we have the video here, when Onyendu went to America, America was about $2,000 something, the whole United States of America. But our leader is the spirit. He still challenge them, say, you people are the ones that are going to sponsor this struggle. And at the end of the day, they become the highest donors. Even the World Igbo Congress that even made issue to register our leader 2015, they become involved more than any other people. Because Onyendu has something in so. You see, I studied Igbo man for 12 years. One thing about our people, once we become honest and over time prove it, there's no argument. That's what the problem we have now. What people will have now, and that's why I always talk about Uche Monfo. If Uche Monfo could have made a mistake one day, this will go Onyendu on because of all this time. He knows that. People like us will be the first to come after him. But he served diligently. Forget about what he has done today. That is between him and God and our oath and our leader. That's how I put it. But the fact remains that they knew. All these things they knew. You have to listen to that word and ask yourself a question. What is the purpose of them not interfering with the finance? And how them put IPOB, pushing IPOB out today? He found out that, I don't know if there's a contract they're in. Remember when Soludo said, I have that audio here. Soludo said that he's working with IPOB. Nobody knows who in IPOB they're working with. Even African rep wrote something about it. He is one supposed to be closed because he's African rep. What is happening in South Africa? African rep his name has not mentioned. You see how they are jumping ladders. And he say you command and control. How can you be command and control with you going to Africa without consulting? This will make it went to Africa without the African rep. Only to come to UK here. He never bypass us in Abani. He said it in the meeting. He said, I could have called Ukachi to convey a meeting and say, but no, I called the European rep because that is his jurisdiction. So why would this clown go to South Africa as a CRC without the African rep being involved? This is the things we are talking about here. For those who doesn't understand, because they don't know what we know, and we're not here for propaganda or whatnot. What we are here is that IPOB must be strengthened. It must be pure and be white and whiter than snow. That part I already have said is what we want to follow, and that's where we're standing on. What that guy said from Italy, IPOB family is disarray, and majority of them don't even know what they're doing. Some people that were even paying their money in my own zone, the issues that people told me, people that were paying. We always say, George, make sure our money is going to Nyanya. And my own money have to go there. Because that's the account they trust. So what are this problem? And people will just sit back, watch. That's what they want. And they're still doing their illegal fundraising in secretly because they say ESN. Ask them which ESN. Secretly now, fundraising has been left out right and center. Who knows who is doing it? Because they started it. When we blaming Simon Ekpa, it is not him. They give all this whole ground that they give because they started it first. Getting into finance without passing through Madam Nenia. When the offer became, all of them was the same because if Chikedoziem could come and tell them that, okay, now I don't have power to do Madam Nenia, so why are you getting involved with our finance? Because they know that's the heart of IPOB.
My word, that brings us to the end of this beautiful update. Do wait to like this video, share and subscribe. The best thing for you to do is to join this family by smashing on that red subscribe button that says subscribe and turn on the bell icon for more latest updates. See you when I see you. From me to you, I say bye.